Let's look at the 6 tactical problems that came with Bafana Bafana playing a 3-5-2, from having no advantage in midfield to why 2 strikers forced us to rush, and why the problem exists when you play fullbacks as wingbacks, and the problem that arose when Bafana Bafana tried to press, and how Bafana Bafana failed to press as a unit, and last but not least, why Bafana Bafana were so ineffective when it came to transition from defense to attack and then from attack to defense. Hello and welcome to the Cutback with me, Coach Mpilo. This is where we talk about football, so do make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. All right then, let's get to the very first problem that Bafana Bafana had, because if you look at this, what do you see? These are your 3 midfielders that you have, and the distance between Ustole right here and Mkwena is 18 meters. Mkwena and Adams, 23 meters. Adams and Stole, 23 meters. That is a big gap between your midfielders, the people who are supposed to help you play. And that means it's not easy to combine and just play simple passes. You have to try and do things that are complicated. And we see this in a goal. We have talked about a lot about Ustole and the fact that he was supposed to scan and all of that. But if Mkwena is in this position, the ball is played to Mkwena, who can then play to Adams. But Mkwena is all the way here. And Ustole, even if he did play the ball to Paoti, he's likely going to lose the ball because this guy is ready to press him. So we're not creating enough problems for them because this guy can just press him. That's it, that's done. But if Mkwena moves here, he probably, yes, drags this guy with him to come here. But guess what happens? Then that means if he follows Mkwena to this position, then now Bafana have created a gap in this area, and then Williams can kick the ball into the space where Forster can drop in and collect the ball. But that's not happening because Mkwena is too far away. That is just a problem. But also, look at how having 2 strikers forced Bafana to go direct as quickly as possible. Because if you have wingers, the natural pass is likely going to be the right back, who's then going to try and find the winger. But since we don't have that, and Umtao is not really the greatest in carrying the ball, he can do it, but it's not like his biggest strength. So in this case, the midfielder here, Jaden Adams, is also dropping to go towards the ball because, as we just talked about, the distance between them was just too big. So if there is a way to try and progress the ball, Adams has to drop and go to the ball and not find space here and play between the lines. So then we're just skipping certain section. There's no one who's connecting midfield to attack, and because of that we have to go direct to the strikers because there's no 10 to connect us, and as a result we end up just losing the ball. And look at where the ball falls. Since Adams is here and wasn't trying to get the ball here between the lines, we've lost the ball and now we have a problem. And it's not just one example, because you see again here, Adams now has the ball. He has like 14 meters between him and the person pressing him. And since we have the 2 strikers, the idea clearly from Hugo Broos was find the strikers and try to score as quickly as possible. But as a result, as you guessed it, Bafana ends up losing the ball. Number 3, we have Bafana now trying to play, well, what they were doing, they were playing this guy, Inumdau, as a right wing back, and then here as a left wing back. Now, if you look at where Umtao is right now, Bafana actually were playing very well here. And you have Adams, who has moved to the right, being a winger for a second. So now he combines with Umtao, who's now in a very good position in midfield because he's played the ball and is facing forward. Now, if there was a winger who received the ball from there, I can certainly tell you that he's going to drive with the ball into the space and force one defender to come out, which is going to free up Forster. But because this is not a winger, his position is not to attack his role, he ends up trying to find a pass which just doesn't go well, and we've lost the ball. It's not the only example, because you can also see here, look at the body shape of Khuliso Mtao. He is facing backwards because when he gets the ball, the way that he usually plays, he's going to get the ball and look at what he's going to do. You see? he's looking for his winger. But guess what? Bafana are not playing with wingers. They are playing with wing backs. So the width that is looking for, or a person down the line that is looking for, is not there. So what does it do in the end? He just ends up going back, so then the attack is dead. This is not the only example, guys, because once again, if it's Osuna-Police, if it's Mfukeng, it's Efumremi, if it's Masego getting the ball there, isolated 1v1 with this guy, with that entire space behind the defender, you see the space, that is here, that you can attack, take this person on and attack. A winger tries to take the person on because there is a gap there. But the right back does not do that, because once again, he looks for his strikers, because that's the first thing that he's thinking about, to cross the ball into the box. And if he doesn't see them, he goes back. Big problem. It's not the only example. We have a lot of them. Again, the closest player to him is 16 meters away, because I'm not going to count this one. He's beating him for pace already. So he can beat him for pace and just try forward. But since he is defensively minded, he's going to go back. Of course he is. Number 4, Bafana were also not pressing as a unit. But speaking of units and pressing and helping each other, can you just help the channel get to 20,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel? And if we get 1,000 subscribers, if we get 1,000 likes on this video, I will do more analysis videos of Bafana. So do so. Right. So this is Bafana now when they were without the ball, when they are pressing. So it was clear to everyone that we're playing with a back 5, right? A back 5 and then a 3-man midfield and then 2 strikers up front. Now, the issue with this is the roles were actually not that clear, because if you look at Umodiba here, he's marking this guy at this moment, right? So he's trying to mark the guy in the middle, and as he goes in and he follows him, you see what that has created on the left for Umbegezile Mbokazi. He now has 2 Mexicans to mark who are now running towards him. And as a result, guess what happens? Now the ball goes wide, Mbokazi is marking 2 players, and then the ball is now played across, and then it ends up being across. Jimenez take a shot, and then Williams was forced into a very, very big save. You see this problem even here. You see Umodiba, he follows the guy, and then in him following the guy, it's always creating those problems out wide, because the moment he gets sucked in, then these 2 guys out wide are basically having a 2v1 situation on this side with Mbekezeli Mbokazi. It doesn't end there, because this thing of not knowing what to do, now you have Jaden Adams, who now has to track number 15, because Umodiba is now, this guy is too far ahead of him. So Jaden Adams has to now leave the midfield and try to press the guy wide. But he also has his own problems centrally, because now if he goes too much to number 15, he leaves the other guy behind him. So now he ends up being in this situation where he's pressing the guy who's wide, but also pressing the guy who's central. So players are playing, or were playing, having to do 2 things. You see this thing once again. Now Modiba is the one who's stepping up. Both of them are now pressing the same guy, which is to say now, what are we doing? Even if you look at Ustole now here, he was the one who was now moving further ahead than Umkwena, because he constantly put pressure on this guy so that he wouldn't allow him to play. But guess what that does? That means now the midfield for Bafana, there's this guy who's now free, there's that guy who's now free, because Umkwena is also stepping up on the right-hand side to try and press that guy. Baboguti, the problem, it's not just about you have 5 defenders, but now that forces everyone else in every other position to be all over the place. And if this guy is here, guess who's going to press him? One of the defenders. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because we're going to get to that. Now, here's another situation of these 2v1s. It happened with Mbokazi on the left-hand side, and then it's happening with Umtao on the right-hand side. Now, you clearly see that Ukhuliso Mtao is there. He wants to press this guy, yeah? But what he quickly realizes is that if he goes and presses, there's the other guy who's going to make an overlapping run. So now he has to quickly adjust and move backwards to cover that space. But by the time he adjusts, because he's running backwards, that guy already has the ball, he crosses it, and then we are forced, or Williams is forced to make another save. So if Bafana Bafana were playing with a winger, the winger was going to be tracking one of these players, and then Umtao could track the other. But since there was no winger, now one player has to track two players. And then next, you also see the same thing here. Umtao, once again, is marking that guy. He defends the first ball, but the second ball, it falls to one of the Mexicans. Now Umtao must step up again and leave the guy that he just marked. And since this guy is now not marked, he can just cross the ball, and then if Jimenez touches that ball, we concede. But luckily for us, we don't concede because Williams makes a very good save. Now this is Bafana Bafana pressing. It's a clear pressing trigger. The ball is played backwards. Our strikers go forward. They start pressing. But the next person who's following, who Reyners to back him up on the press, is 27 meters away from him. And then Foster is pressing this guy 13 meters away from him, trying to also make sure that he doesn't play. But what ends up happening is that since Umtao is not really going to give it his all, he also has to do the double duty and stay with this guy. He kind of stays with him. But then Mexico, once the ball gets back, now they can get the ball and drive into that whole entire space. Because we don't have wingers, Umtao must be careful with him stepping up, or even if it's Adams, it really didn't matter. But our press was just disjointed. Now, let's look at Bafana Bafana transitioning into attack. We've won the ball here, now it's time to go forward. When the ball is played forward, Ufoster is the one who had the ball. Now we can blame Ufoster here and say, this is a simple pass for him to play. But usually, Ufoster is the one who's here making the run in behind. Yes, Foster should do better. He's a footballer. He could cut in and pass the ball, but Reyners is already on his bike. He tries to pass him. But do you think Mfukeng will fail to make the correct pass here? Do you think Remy, do you think Masego would fail to make the right pass? Utemba's one? Most likely not. So playing two strikers and forcing one to be the creative of the two is problematic, because you see it here. Bafana wins the ball. And after they win the ball, the transition starts. Stolle turns, passes the ball forward to Adams, and then it goes to who? Foster again. He loses the ball here, and we've lost the ball, and the counter is dead. It's not just him, because there was a moment, wow, I didn't even find it. There was a moment of Jaden Adams doing the same thing. Unfortunately, I forgot to put the moment here, but it was here. And then how we consider the second goal is Bafana transitioning to defense. Now, this is what happens. This is Jaden Adams. He kicks the ball forward. But in him kicking the ball forward, Mexico wins the ball. So now Umtao, since you saw that we've talked about them stepping up and sometimes having to drop, he has stepped up. He is staying up front and is forward, right? He's pressing. Now Usbisi has to shift across and cover for him. Yeah. Umtao still stays forward, but Fidalgo is still wide, so Umtao will stay with him wide. But now Fidalgo now moves in the midfield. Okay, now Umtao can pass him on to midfielders. But which midfielder is actually passing him to? Because there's no midfielder that is passing him to, because as you can see, all the midfielders are occupied. So he's just passing him on, but there's really no one who's marking Fidalgo at this moment. But Siko Gelapok. So Umtao is now trying to drop back, and then Ustole is staying with this guy. Now, in Stolle staying with this guy, the ball is with this defender here, as you can see, who's playing a forward pass. Now, in that guy playing a forward pass, you will see what's going to happen. In him playing a forward pass, he's playing to Jimenez. Jimenez is going towards the ball, and then Ime Ocon is dragged out. Ime Ocon being dragged out means now there's no last man. Like there's no one covering anyone. The closest person who's also trying to help Ocon is Ustole, because he's trying to make sure that Umchita does not turn. But the bigger problem is Usbisi there. He's just ball watching. Nothing is happening. Usbisi is ball watching. And then as a result, when the ball is played, Like, look at this moment when the killer pass is played. You have 5 defenders, but look at how disjointed they are. This is our back 5. The furthest man is that high up, like 16 meters away from the halfway line. And then the other one is just, let's measure how long he is. Usbisi, the last man, is 3.5 meters from the halfway line. And then the other left wing back is 16 meters away from the halfway line. And then the other one is 4 meters from the halfway line. So no one is anywhere. There's no shape. There's no structure. We're all over the place. So then the killer pass is played. Now Stole has to follow. And then just like that, it was game over. I couldn't even continue the second half because it was just too painful to even watch the first half and how they touched us all over. But I think Bruce must just come in second half, our second game, and be bold. If we lose, we lose, right? If we lose, we lose. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't make us be in this situation ever again. We look like a bunch of amateurs. But that's it. That's analysis. Remember, we said we're trying to get 1,000 likes. We're trying to get 500 subscribers in this one video. That would be so nice. Do it. It will make me happy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.